I'm Lawrence Cherney, founding Artistic Director of Soundstreams. It's a pleasure to be joined by two performers from Electric Messiah. I'm joined by soprano Lindsay McIntyre and harpsichord and show player Wesley Shen. We'll get to what they each contribute to Electric Messiah in a moment, but maybe I could ask each of you just to say a few words about your own background as a performer. Lindsay, could we start with you?
Absolutely, yeah. I started singing when I was 9 years old. I started asking for voice lessons when I was 6, and I joined a choir. And I've pretty much sung in choirs my entire life. That turned into undergrad and grad school in opera performance. And then I moved to Toronto. I've just been singing and working then, and I'm actually doing a doctorate now as well, where I study performance anxiety.
So Handel is grist to the mill in terms of your background.
Yeah.
Wesley, a little bit about you.
Yeah, so I started, as with many people, on piano, and I did my bachelor in piano, and I still continue to play a lot of piano, and eventually switched over to harpsichord as well. I just recently finished a master's in contemporary harpsichord at the conservatory in Amsterdam, but now I'm back in Toronto, just freelancing, performing, accompanying on piano, harpsichord, and also in this case, show.
In a moment, we're going to hear you perform together something from I Know My Redeemer Liveth, which is a very famous aria from Handel. But you've brought something, both of you have brought something quite extraordinary in the combination that we're going to hear. And you've suggested, and we welcome the idea of having this accompaniment for that aria performed on the show, a Japanese instrument. Could you tell us a little bit about that instrument and perhaps demonstrate a little bit for us the sound?
Of course. I have it here with me. So this is the show. So it's a Japanese instrument, originally from China. I think there's iconography of this instrument existing back to maybe 1100 BC. But it made its way to Japan around 800 in the 9th century, and has been there ever since. And what it is essentially a type of harmonica. So we have these bamboo pipes, and at the end of each pipe is a little reed, sort of like an accordion reed or a harmonica reed. And so when I blow into it and press these little holes, it activates that specific pipe. And what's beautiful about it is that I can both inhale and exhale into the instrument, and I'll get sound in both directions. So it allows me to create almost a continuous sound. And it's used in a traditional sense in Japanese gagaku music, which is the traditional court music in Japan, and really provides this foundation of almost overtony partials to the orchestra. I can demonstrate a few chords.
Please. What a gorgeous sound. Lindsay, when you sing with the show, what does it inspire you to think about, or do you sing differently?
I think I do sing differently. There's something about it that I find very kind of almost like ethereal or mystical. And I feel like it just kind of opens up a different sound world than I'm used to singing, definitely. And so I think there's just like an expansiveness about it that really allows me to kind of tap into this almost otherworldly sound.
Beautiful. Could we hear an excerpt from Handel's, famous aria, I Know My Redeemer Liveth?
Of course.
very beautiful. Thank you so much for joining us. And we're so looking forward to hearing the whole work. It opens December 17th in terms of the first broadcast and will be available after that. Again, we're so looking forward to hearing the whole work.